Hey everybody, welcome to this week's training review. I just want to go over a couple of things. One, Hero Month is done. Y'all have done a great job. I haven't got to tally up the total number of workouts, but we had several people complete every Hero workout, which is absolutely awesome. We had a lot of people do 3 days a week, so they got 12 to 16 workouts in. Fantastic job. I know this year was a little tough. We had we had a different variety of workouts this year in our Hero Month. It wasn't the same thing that we've been doing in the past, a bunch of new workouts and a bunch of ones that we need to repeat in years to come. And ones that we missed this year, we're definitely going to bring back next year. But just want to tell everybody, good job. Now June started, so what we're going to do, we're going to start our summer strength program. We're going to do 2 days a week of just weightlifting with maybe an AMRAP, like you'll see today when I explain this, of just some simple weightlifting movements, something that's going to have limiters in there to where it's not a Metcon, but something that you should think about pacing and strength work instead of going all out effort on it, where the rounds really don't matter. At least whenever I'm looking at it from a programmer's perspective, I'm not looking to see who gets the most rounds out or most reps out of everything. It's about the best quality of reps when it comes to a lot of these workouts we're going to do. And if you notice in our newsletter, I wrote a special piece on the difference between training and performance or competition. We're in training mode right now. Now we will be programming one girl workout or one workout that I've used in the past for testers, at least once a week for us to keep the intensity up. But as you'll see, like in this programming, it's going to be a lot of pacing, a lot of strategies, building that foundation out of strength, endurance, and skills. That's what we're focused on for this summer. So, summer cycle, like I said, 2 days a week. We're going to do whole body strength training. We'll have 1 day of just endurance. We're going to be using the Bound Endurance program. Zeth Sutton's going to be taking over that. He's an endurance coach. This is what he wants to do. He's also a triathlete, done several, he did an ultra with us, but he's really focused in on a different kind of training than I do when it comes to building the aerobic base. So I'm looking forward to, one, doing this myself, and then two, implementing it into our classes this summer. And he's gonna make some videos on how to approach the workouts we're gonna be doing. Then we're gonna be doing Metcons 2 to 3 times a week. You'll see how they play out. Saturdays will still be team days, so it'll be Metcon-ish. And Thursdays or Fridays are gonna be our girl workouts or some of our testers. And then we're gonna do some gymnastics. Most of our gymnastics work is going to be static holds or strict work throughout the summer. We may implement some skills and drills as we go. Hang on, I'm talking, buddy. Hang on. Yeah, I'm talking. But once we get through this section, then we'll start getting ready for again. Hang on 1 second. Don't leave it outside because it's not supposed to be. And I'm back. Sorry about that. So, and once again, the intent for this summer is going to be recovery, movement, and building that GPP, general physical preparedness, for everything that we want to do. Monday, we're starting off with whole body strength training session. Obviously, we're going to get back on board with the back squat. So we're going to be focusing on just the major compound lifts for a little while. We got the back squat, you're going to have deadlift, you're going to have bench press or standing strict press with a bent over row and strict pull-ups. Keeping it super simple, we want to be able to hit every muscle group in the body. By focusing on those 5 to 6 compound movements, we are making sure and ensuring that we are making some kind of connection, like I said, with every part of the body. We're doing a horizontal pull, horizontal push, vertical pull, vertical push, a hip hinge going up and down, a pulling from the ground, and a hip hinge from squatting. Doing all of those things. And we'll probably implement some light lunges and some single leg squats, stuff like that, just to make sure we get some unilateral work as well. So starting off with the back squat, we're going to be using our training maxes. 90% of your 1 rep max to find your working percentages. I'll use myself for an example. I'm going to be doing 405 was my last heavy back squat. Did it way back in April, not April, but February, like right before this race. And I know if I use 90% of that, which is 365, I can do my working percentages and I could be able to hit all the reps efficiently with confidence. And that's right now, we're not going to be doing 1 to 3 rep maxes. So you guys, well, mainly you guys, you know who you are. Every time you see any kind of lift like this, you automatically think I'm maxing out for a 5 rep. No, we're not doing that. Not, at least not right now. We're working off percentages. We're trying to get the movement in. We're greasing the groove, just getting that muscular endurance and muscle memory back in to build up on our strength leading into the fall. So we got the back squat coming up first. 10, 8, 6, 5, 5, going at 65, 70, 75, 80, 85% of your training max. Then we're going to go to bench press and bent over row. You got 4 sets of 8 on that. You get to choose your loading as you want. We're going to be supersetting that though. So one person does bench press, one does bent row, switching back and forth. It's going to help out, especially for those big classes in the afternoon. Then after that, got an 8-minute AMRAP of dumbbell reverse lunges and strict chin-ups. Remember, chin-ups, palms facing us. What that is a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 ladder for 8 minutes. This is for quality, not for total reps. I shouldn't see anybody in there just going ham, redlining it. If you redline, you've gone too hard for this workout. Focus on your breathing, focus on your pacing, focus on full range of motion on your chin-ups. The arms fully extended at the bottom, fully extended, putting that chin over the bar at the top. If you do that, you're not going to go fast. There's not going to be that many rounds completed, especially once you get up into that 8, 12, maybe even 16 round. It's going to get difficult. So make sure nice steady pacing. From there, Tuesday going into gymnastics, we got static holds to lead off with, and then after that, bound endurance. You can pick a row, run, bike, or ski erg. We got 23 pieces of equipment in the gym. It's all going to be timed. If you want to go outside and run, just make sure you put it on the watch. But you got to listen to what Zest says on this, because the timing is going to take 23 minutes total to get through that workout. And it's going to be based off RP, rate of perceived exertion. He's going to go more into that, and hopefully him and I can get together and work out a schedule to where we can have a podcast talking about rate of perceived exertion and how to approach that with yourself. Wednesday, another interval style Metcon. Every 9 minutes for 27 minutes, 3 rounds, 15 line facing burpees, 30, 25 cal row, 90 double unders, 30, 25 cal bike, and then 15 toes to bar. As you can tell right there, if we have a big class, we can flip-flop it. One person starts on one end, one person starts on the other end, or you just start both at line-facing burpees, and then we can just switch the machines out if you need to, because we got 17 pull-up bars in there. But everybody's going to be all over the place. The key to these style of workouts, and I have it in the notes, is repeatable efforts. Repeatable efforts. This right here is going to be similar to like a 1 mile run or like a 1,500 or 1,200 meter run, or maybe like a 1,500 meter row. If you come out too hot on that and you can't repeat it, obviously your time's going to go down. So for me on this, I'm going to look to try to stay within 5.5 to 6 minutes a round. And I even have notes on here for the double unders. So for those of you that really struggle with double unders, you can give yourself 90 seconds to 2 minutes to get it done, and then you're moving on. Because if you get stuck there forever and you just keep failing, you're missing the stimulus out of this. This is one continuous effort. It should be totally paced the entire time. Should not redline once again. It should be like 80, 85% effort, breathing and moving throughout. Doing this type of stuff is going to help make you better for the Metcons later on. Then going down to Thursday, another whole body strength day. This time we're going to start with the upper body. We're going to do a vertical press with a vertical pull, doing strict press with strict pull-ups once again. And if you're good at strict pull-ups, then you can do this weighted as well, as long as we hit the reps. And you're once again, full range of motion, arms fully extended at the bottom, chin all the way over at the top. You may even come to a dead pause at the bottom, even better, even better. As soon as we get done with that, then you'll have like 12 to 15 minutes to work up to a 5 rep max deadlift. Now with the deadlifts, to have a built-in limiter on this to where we're not going for a 5 rep, true 5 rep max, double overhand grip, no hook grip. Yes, we are doing that. Not doing flip-flopping your hands, you're not hook gripping, you're not using straps. We're just going old school with it. So it's going to be a limiter in there. You're not going to be getting your true 5 rep max, and that's intentional. All right, even if you drop from the top, I'd rather see that. Double overhand, no hook grip, working up to a heavy set of 5 for the day. And then we're going to do some core work after that. Friday, this is going to be the special day. So we are going to work on skill work. And when I say skill work, developing skills, like we said back here, movement prep and everything, Olympic lifting, I consider to be skill work. So what we're going to start off with is high hang snatches. We're going to do 6 sets of 3 high hang snatches. Once again, that is going to be kind of a limiter in there. You're going to be at 65, 75%, probably with a lot of your maxes, just considering that the bar is going to be high in the hips. And you got to work on speed, getting underneath the bar, efficiency of movement, and just the technique of landing in a good position, being locked out with no press outs. So 6 sets of 3 on that. Follow that up by Helen, one of my favorite girl workouts. 3 rounds for time, 400-meter run, 21 kettlebell swings, set 12 pull-ups. This is where we're going to have the competitor fitness or competitor RX and fitness. RX for this, remember, is just 53 35-pound kettlebell with 12 pull-ups. For the competitors, if you want to up your game a little bit and just work on some high-level intensity, 70 53-pound kettlebells and then 12 chest-to-bar pull-ups. And then for the fitness, we're going to be doing light kettlebell swings, maybe Russian swings, and then follow that up by 12 banded pull-ups or ring rows. Then Saturday, teams of 2, 30 rounds for time. You're going to do 5 hang power cleans, 3 shoulder overheads, 1 squat clean to a thruster, or 1 cluster. And the loads are going to be different compared to where you're competitor fitness or competitor RX or fitness. Every 10 rounds, you're going to complete 20 burpee box jump overs as a team. So, I mean, if you have A and B, you can split them up where I do 10, he does 10, or I do 5, he does 5, or you just alternate ones at a time as you go. But after every 10 rounds completed, then you're going to do that. So you're going to have 60 burpee box jump overs as well. That is this week entirety in plan. Remember, next week it's going to be switched up a little bit. So it will be a Tuesday, Friday strength day, and we'll probably start the week off with an endurance workout and then have some skill work in between. You'll see how the flow goes throughout the summer. But remember, this summer, be intentional. Not every day is a red line day. This is training. This is not competing. So if we come in hard on Monday and say you take a 5 rep max. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So if you come in hard and you absolutely demolish yourself doing back squats and bench press and bent over rows, and now you're sore coming in for Tuesday's gymnastics and you can't get a good benefit from this, and then when you get into this on Wednesday, you're absolutely fried. You messed up on Monday. This right here is training day. Use your 90% of your 1 rep max. If you don't know what your 1 rep max is, think of the last heavy lift you did, and then take 90% of that. So if it was a 200-pound back squat for you ladies, you're going to take 180 pounds to find your working max. Or you can even go further than that and take 90% of your 90%, or drop it down to 80%, and then you're looking at 160 finding your reps. I'd rather see you starting low and making these reps feel really light for you, and then starting high and reaching failure too soon. So be smart about your training this summer. Remember, especially for you guys that come in for 3 to 5 days a week or 6 days a week, you want to approach each day as like 80-85%. I know at my age, and even with my background of fitness for being in it for so long, I'm not coming in hard every day. I pick and choose my battles. Most days I'm at 80-85% effort when you're going that, because I want to train the next day. I know if I go too hard in the paint, I'm ruining my workouts for the rest of the week. Just keep that in mind. Trust me, we got a long time until next year. This is where we build our foundation. This is where we have some fun with our training. Come in, not be as serious, and just get better. All right, see y'all's names on the leaderboard. Have a great week.